Hi, I'm theciaellis and welcome to Grandma's Homestead. I am recording this inside because it's very windy outside, has been for the last couple of days, and we are going to do some work this afternoon to get prepared for some storms that are coming in. It's supposed to storm probably about here in about an hour and off and on for the next few days, and I've got some issues with some of my animal shelters that need to be taken care of so they can be better prepared for some of this upcoming weather. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm trying to catch this between gusts of wind. I don't know if that's even possible or not. We got these two on the scaffolding. We never did finish up with this one. And we got this rabbit down here. With the wind and rain coming, I want to be able to put them all on here. So I can take this tarp and put it across the back and have them giving a little bit of a wind break and a rain break when it does come in tonight or today even. I hope this works out. We'll find out. Okay, so this is not perfect. I still like it a lot better. The wind is going to be in this direction as it is now. So we've got a wall. It's not a perfect wall, but it's better than no wall. And they're all together. And hopefully I can start figuring out how to get this and move it, because I want to get this into the garden area pretty soon. But hopefully this will hold up for the storm tonight. This is on top, but there's a barrier here between these two and these two also, so if she poops it won't be too bad, or pees, hopefully. I think it'll work. Alright, let's get on to the pig huts now. Okay, so as you can tell, this won't keep rain out of any way, shape, or form. And water behind me is talking to me pretty hard. Her turn is coming up. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to take another pig hut that's been sitting, not being used, and just replace it. Or we're just going to drag it into the same spot. If you remember, this one is what I did with scrap lumber and this, and it's falling apart too. So we're going to flop this back over. We've got some scrap wood. We're going to try to secure it better than what I did. Well, I was about to say this one looks better too, but you know what? It does not. It looks ugly still, and that's my fault. If you'll remember, I had done one of these. I was making a emergency pig hut out of scrap materials, and that's exactly what it looks like and acts like, and exactly how it's holding up too. So, but I still like this blue stuff, because if you look at it, across the top, it won't let rain in. And we keep thinking about all kinds of other stuff we want to do with this stuff. So we're kind of looking forward to asking for some more from that guy. He said they have plenty. But I believe we are better prepared for the thunderstorms that are coming through. Time will tell. You never know. We are talking Oklahoma. It's the next morning, and quite a storm blew through last night. So this is a good time to check and see how our preps turned out and to see how much rain we got. Wow, that's a lot of rain. Well, the puddles are definitely full. It appears that repair turned out pretty good. It's holding well, and I'm glad for that. Of course, we didn't even try to repair this particular pig hut. We can do it another day, and that one held up. So we're looking pretty good on that part anyway. And of course, our driveway always washes out, so that's going to be something that we've lived with ever since we've been out here, regardless of how many times we throw down gravel or whatever. Well, the rabbits themselves look pretty good. This rabbit should have been the most protected, and her towel is soaked. And this poor thing, it's just all about to fall apart. So we'll finish getting these things set up and redone here pretty soon. And I'll have to figure out what different way for protecting them from wet. I don't know. They may not need it. We'll have to see. I mean, I do want windbreaks on them, especially as we go into winter. So I'll have to figure out something like that. Oh, and I think I may have an idea for that. Cool. So, at least they survived. They don't look traumatized. They're just ready for breakfast. My turkey and hen seems to have fared well, but look at their feed dish. That is completely full. My chickens and my lone duck seemed to be fair all that rain and wind last night. It was already starting to shred. Oh, you know what? It looks like even the screen had gotten busted on it. I wonder how that happened. That's interesting. We'll have to check into that. But yeah, we're going to be taking this tarp off here pretty soon, and just to start getting it ready for winter, because we don't have snow per se generally, but we do get the winds, and we just usually take the tarp off, especially after it starts shredding like that, and just makes it where it doesn't travel across the property so easily. But these guys look pretty decent, and I'm glad for that. This has got to be the most skittish batch of ducks I have ever hatched. But I've heard some of you tell me that I should get in there with them when they were little and start petting them and befriending them and stuff. But you know what? I got to thinking about it. We've got enough predator pressure around here that I'm okay with them being skittish. So, I mean, not really, but I think their chances of surviving are better if they're skittish. And I also set this up where the south wind would blow through. So I'm sure they got lots of rain right in the pen. But they're ducks, and they seem to have handled it well. If I had turned it sideways, it would have scooted them across the property, and I did not want that at all. So it looks like this all worked out pretty good too. I am very grateful that we fared this storm as well as we did. Okay, well, I'm glad that we got that done. I'm actually recording this several days later. It ended up raining a lot, and we ended up having a lot of things that we had to get done while it was raining a lot. I think for that next week and a half, we got 17.5 inches of rain up here on this property, and even for here, it's a lot. But our property's kind of interesting. The driveway washes out pretty badly, you know. Okay, it washes out. for 17 inches of rain, it didn't wash out that badly, so I can't complain about that either. The rabbits, they didn't stay dry, but they were able to get out. You know, they stayed pretty good through the storm. The pigs did real good through the storms and the rain and stuff. So actually, the work we did was good, and I was glad to get it done, and I'm glad that everything held up as well as it did with that much rain. It's part of what's had us a little bit busy is a kitten adopted Kinsey. And she was okay with petting and stuff, and they kept trying to put it back out of the car, and it kept jumping in the car and even getting right in the way where she couldn't close the car door. So she called me, and I said, well, you know, we got a lot of mice, might as well let it come home. But I am not a cat person. It's a pretty cat. It's a little deep dark gray cat with deep dark gray eyes. I mean, it's just like almost all one color all over, eyes and everything. And it's pretty, but I'm allergic to the little scratches, and so everywhere that a claw breaks the skin, even just a teeny bit, I swell up, or the site swells up, and it itches madly, and I'm not into I don't like to cuddle. I don't want anything cuddling me. When I'm at a desk, I want to work at the desk. When I am standing at the kitchen, I want to do dishes and not have to worry about stepping on a kitten, and I did that. I didn't mean to. But I did. I stepped on the kitten's foot, and so I don't know. I think she's going to end up being a good mouser, but she's young and she's pretty little. She's skinny. We're trying, you know, I have some dewormer, and I put that in her food or water. I can't remember which now. I think it was water, and so just in case, because she was quite skinny, and we're going to try to fatten her up. And I'm hoping, because that's the whole thing when people want to bring home animals. I'm the one that's got to take care of all of them. You know, Kenzie's in school and work, and she's no longer doing softball, but she's actually helping manage the coaches at the during basketball season, and so she's never home. Tom is at work, so he's never home. So somebody goes, "Oh, please, can I bring an animal home?" And Kenzie didn't do it with that attitude. She was trying to put the cat down, but you know, my husband was wanting to bring home a puppy a couple of weeks ago. It's like, I don't need more animals, but I don't know. Anyway, we gotta have a kitten now, and hopefully it'll be a good animal to catch mice and make life a little more interesting. Oh, because the dogs haven't met the cat yet, and I'm hoping that goes well. You know, because every time one of the dogs comes in, the cat hides pretty good. They smell like Beethoven ran in to the house, and then he stops and he's smelling and he's looking around and he stops and he looks around some more, and then he kind of just shrugs it off and goes and lays down. But you could tell he knew something was going on. Something was different. So it could be interesting when they meet. I don't know. We'll find out. All right. That's all I got for you this time. I want to remind you that I am on X. I put all my videos from Grandma's Homestead on X, and I do Kinsey Lackey Sports, because that's where I'm told that scouts and coaches will go on X to look at videos. So I put her softball videos and stuff on X. Every day, or nearly every day, I do a scripture and a quote and post that on X also. So you can check me out and see what I've got going there. I think it's under theciaellis or theciae. I really need to pay attention to that. Most of them are theciaellis. I'm sure you can find me. There's not that many thecias out there. Unfortunately, though, I don't know. It's getting better. For years and years, every time I tried to Google thecia, it always came up with the CIA. So I don't know. But I'm getting less of that as I'm doing more content and putting it out there. All right. That's all I got for you guys today. God bless. I'll see you next time.